Now let's talk about the next question, that is question number 8, and we have to describe the modifications of stem with suitable examples. So we have to describe the modifications of stem with their examples. So sometimes the stems are modified into different kind of structures in plants. Sometimes the stems of the plants are modified into different kind of structures to better adapt in their environment, right? Now, if we talk about the modifications of stems, then we have basically 5 types of modifications or various kind of modifications of stem in case of plants. The basic types, if we are going to discuss, then there are 5. Let's discuss the very first type of modification of stem in plants, that is underground or storage stem. The next one we have is protective stems. Then we have supportive stems, photosynthetic stems, and some other modifications such as runners, offset, etc. So we have various kinds of stem modifications in plants. The basic ones we are going to discuss over here. Let's discuss the modification of stems with the very first type of it, that is the storage and underground stem. The storage or underground stem is the stem modification in which you will find some examples such as rhizome, corm and tubers. You are familiar with these terms, rhizome, corms and tubers. Tubers are the stems, modified stems of a potato. These tubers or the stems of a potato bears lateral buds or eyes. These eyes bears lateral buds, and these buds are going to give rise to new plant of potato. If we talk about the rhizome and corm, which are also the examples of underground or storage stem, then rhizome are the modified stem found in the ginger and banana. The stem of ginger and banana, when gets swollen and is present beneath the soil, these stems of ginger and banana are swollen because of accumulation of food. This is a modification of stem. Then if you talk about the corm, corm is also a modified stem found in the zamikant and colocasia. So all these are the examples: rhizome, corms, tubers. Rhizomes in ginger and banana, corms in colocasia and zamikant, then tubers in potato. All these are the examples of underground or storage stems. Underground or storage stems such as rhizomes, corms, tubers, all these are the modified stems found in various kind of plants. Then if we talk about the next type of modification of stem, that is supportive stem. The example of supportive stem we have is tendril. Now what is tendril? Tendril is thin, slender and spirally coiled structure. Whenever any plant is having slender, thin and spirally coiled structure, that structure is first of all known as tendril. Tendrils are present in the weak plants or the weak stems of a plant. The tendrils are found in some of the plants such as cucumber, melon and some other fruits and other plants of family Cucurbitaceae, right? So this is the supportive kind of modification found in the stem. Then we have next type of modification of stem is protective stem. In this we have examples such as thorns. In plants like bougainvillea and the plants, citrus plants like lemon and oranges, they bear some pointed structures, they bear some pointed and thorny structures known as thorns. These woody pointed structures present in plants like bougainvillea and citrus plants like lemon and oranges, these give protection, these thorns give protection them from the herbivore animals. So this is also a kind of modification of stem. Then we have photosynthetic stem. In photosynthetic stem, we have examples such as opuntia. Now, This is a type of modification of stem. The green leaves in the plant of Opuntia are not the leaf. They are just like the leaf-like structure. They are just leaf-like structure, but actually are stem. They are modified stem. So in the plant of Opuntia, the stems become modified and are arranged just like leaves. They are green in color. Also, they carries out photosynthesis process in Opuntia. So this is also a kind of modification of stem. Then the last we have is some other modifications in stems, such as runners and offsets. You are familiar with these two terms, such as runners and offsets. The underground stems in some plants like grasses spreads beneath the soil and give rises to new plants known as runners. Then if we talk about the lateral branch, the lateral underground branch is offset and is found in some aquatic plants such as Eichhornia. They bear some leaves and tuft of roots at nodes and giving rise to new plants. So these are the modifications of stem, various kind of modification in stems. Let's write the answer. So from here we are going to talk about the modification of stems. Now first modification of stem we have is storage or underground stem. This is a modification of stem. Now what happens in the storage and underground stem? We have rhizome here, we have corm, we have tuber. If we talk about the rhizome, then this is the underground stem. In banana and ginger is known as rhizome and is swollen because of accumulation of food. It is storing food, that is why it is swollen and is known as rhizome in case of banana and ginger. Then we have corm. Corm is also underground stem in Colocasia and Zamicanth. This is also swollen because of storage of food. It stores food. Then we have tubers. Tuber is also a modified stem. It is modified stem in potato. This is swollen because it stores food. Alright, this stem is swollen because of accumulation of food. We eat this, and potato is a stem. The stem of potato is known as tuber because it is swollen and is modified to store food in it, right? This tuber of potato bears eyes, and these eyes of tuber possess buds, which is going to give rise to new plant of potato. Then we have next modification of stem is supportive stem. In this we have example tendril. So first of all, these are found on the weak stem of a plant. But what is tendril? They are long, not long, they are thin, slender and spirally coiled like this. They are spirally coiled structures. They are found in some plants like cucumber, melon and some other fruits or vegetables of family Cucurbitaceae. Then next type of modification we have is protective stem. protective stem. For this we have example as thorn. Now in plants like bougainvillea and citrus plants, they bear pointed structures known as thorns, and they provides protection to them from herbivore animals. They provide protection. What is the function of thorns? What is the function of modified stems such as thorn in some plants? They protect, they provide protection to them from herbivore animals. Then the next modification of stem we have is photosynthetic. Photosynthetic stem. For this we have example as open chia. Now this is a modified stem which is green in color. This is a modified stem which is green in color and performs photosynthesis. Then we have the last, that is other modifications. Such as runner. These underground stems, runners are also the underground stems such as in grasses. So these are also underground stems such as in grasses. Underground stems such as present in grasses spreads beneath the soil, for perennation. Then we have offsets. These are also lateral underground branches and are present in some aquatic plants like Eichhornia and the leaves and tuft of roots present at the nodes of these lateral branches of offset is capable of giving rise to new plant. So this is a complete solution of question number 8 on the screen.